Hello guys, welcome to Platform Studio. So today I'm gonna talk about a new software that I have discovered which impressed me a lot, and these are some still images and some animations that I did this in just 2 days of practice. So it's a very easy software and the results are very good, and if you compare it to Lumion, it's way above Lumion. It's easier, it's cheaper, and it's faster, and I think it's better. It has like particle simulations, fire simulations, all those things are far better than Lumion. So today I'm gonna show you, if you are a 3ds Max user, how to import the Max model into this software D5 render, and then you can render the scene. Let's start. I have a 3ds Max model here. I just have the model of the interior. So here is the model. I don't have any chairs or anything there, no furnitures, nothing, just the model that I did in 3ds Max. Now this is the D5 render software, so I will import that model into D5. So how to download D5 render? First, you can search on Google D5 render, then you will see the result, and you will go to the first option, and then here you can see that you can download it free, you can try it free. And the new version is version 2.2, and it has some new features like the weather simulation, snow simulation, and rain simulation, which I found really impressive. As you can see, it has a very large number of models, almost 7,600 plus models, and 1,600 plus materials, pre-ready materials. So it's really impressive. Like, the number of materials is far more than Lumion, and the number of models are also, I think, more than Lumion. As you can see here are some examples of the model, and I will show you later the models that I will use. And you can see that you can download the converter, and using that converter you can import a 3ds Max model into D5 render. So now let's see the requirements, the system requirements of D5 render. It's very simple. You have to have over GeForce GTX 1060 model NVIDIA, and you have to have 6 gigabyte of memory of your GPU. That's the minimum requirement. So I'm downloading the renderer, the D5 renderer first, and then I will download the 3ds Max converter, 3ds Max to D5 converter. I have already installed the software, so I will just now I will not download it again, as I have already installed it. So let's see how to import or sync the 3ds Max model into the D5 render. So here's my model, and in 3ds Max, if you pay attention to the top right corner, you will see a little bar, which is the converter, the D5 render converter bar. So now let's open D5 renderer and press new. So here we have a blank interface, the new interface. There's nothing here. We will import the 3ds Max model here. So let's now go to the 3ds Max model again, and then click this button. This button is called Start D5. So it will start converting the file into D5 renderer automatically. You don't have to do anything, you just have to wait for a minute or so. So it will automatically convert and import the model into D5 render. And here you can see, you can stop the conversion, and also you can also sync it. I will show it later. So here it is. See, the file, the 3D model is in D5 render. Now at first I like to do is set up a camera. You have to go to the right top corner, and you will see a camera button, and press it, and it will bring out the camera or image export option. So now I will set a scene because I want a reference scene to start. If I just go away from the scene, or if I just rotate it so I can get back to the reference scene, that's why I always like to make a default scene, or make a default camera scene. So now let's go to the environment. In the environment option, you will see geo and sky. As you can see, you can change the sky 360 degree. You can change the location of the sun. It's just like Lumion, but yeah, it's like Lumion, and it's so easy. There's just on simple, just a simple interface. And on the right side, you can see you can also add HDRI images or HDRI skies. Here there are some example HDRI or default HDRI images that you can use. Also, you can customize HDR, you can import HDR images as your liking. So now for this render, I will stick to the geo and sky, the default sky. So let's stick to the default geo and sky, and then how to apply materials. So let's try to apply some materials in this model. So I will go to asset, and in the asset panel you will see three options: materials, model, and particles. Model, material, and particles. I will select material, and here you can see I have a floor here. So for the floor, I will select the floor and wood floor. And as you can see, there are so many wood floors, default wood floors. It's all free. You can use them, most of them free. I am using the pro version, but in the free version, all the materials are free. You can use all the materials free. So that's a plus point. So I'm looking for something light, lighter shade of flooring, wood flooring. This seems nice. Yeah, I like it. So I will choose it, and I will just click it and press it on the floor. That's how simple it is to apply the material. So now if you look closely, the orientation of the floor doesn't match with the model. So I will go to the rotate option of the material on the right bottom corner, and I will change the orientation to 90 degrees. So now the grains of the wood floor is parallel to the model, and you can increase the size of the texture, you can stretch it, you can do it as it is a tutorial. I'm not taking much time to do it, but I will do it approximately. So that's our floor. As you can see, it looks nice. It looks nice and shiny. And let's go to the main structure. So I would like to apply some wood material on the main structure. Then I will go to the wood and wood grain. And here you can see there are so many materials of wood you can use. I want something lighter, like this creamy white, or maybe light oak, or something lighter that goes with the floor. So yeah, I will choose this. So I'll apply it. See, it's so easy. It has applied itself, but again, the wood grain, the grain of the texture is not parallel to the model. I will just change the rotation, the orientation, and it's all good now. See how easy it is. Just in 2 clicks I have applied this material. So now I have another structure which has wood. So I will choose something darker, maybe ebony, or yeah, this looks nice. So I'm applying it. So here outside we also have a wooden deck, so I will apply a different material here, or maybe the same material we used for the indoor floor. I will use maybe a different material here. I'm just showing you guys that this software has so many materials available, and you can choose any aesthetic that you want. So I'm choosing the same material, and I will rotate it 90 degree and I will stretch it a bit. So here's our wooden materials are done. Now we will move to metal. Our metals that we have some nails and some trusses here, and I will again go to material, and I will go to metal, and there are so many types of metals here. I will go to brushed metal, then I'll choose something like this one, like a yellowish hue, and I will apply it to the screws, nuts and screws. And for the other metal structures I will use a different material, something darker, maybe this black metal. So now I will apply the same metal material on the door frames and other metal objects in the model. So I think all the basic materials are done. We don't have anything else. Now let's talk about how to place objects from D5 library into the scene. This is very important. As you will see, there are so many objects here in this software, and if you go to model, assets, and then model, you can see so many things. So I will first choose the furniture and sofa. So in the pro version there are almost unlimited number of sofas here, sofas and couches, and I think in the free version there are like bunch of like 5 or 10. So I will choose something like this. Maybe this one looks good. Okay, I'm selecting it and placing it on the floor plane. That's just simple. And as you can see, it has a gimbal, which is so convenient, which is like the main drawback of Lumion is to move objects, but here in D5 render it's so easy to move and place objects, to rotate objects. It's so convenient. The UI is so convenient. It's almost like 3ds Max or Rhino. So I found it very useful. And then I will put a table in front of the sofa, a tea table or coffee table. Maybe this one. I like this one. Okay. And also another thing, this software is not heavy. It's only 800 megabytes, and all the materials are in cloud library, so your computer doesn't have to carry all those heavy material libraries and those kind of stuffs. It's all cloud based, and I think it's so convenient, the cloud based system. If you need anything, you will just download it and it will download it in a second. If you don't need a model, you don't need a model. It will not be in your computer. It will be in the cloud. So I think it's the best way of real-time rendering. Is the best thing that this software has. So now I will again look for another table for the right side of the model, The right side is empty. Maybe I will choose a dining table, large dining table, wooden dining table. So this one looks good. I will download it and I will place it. Okay, looks good, but it looks heavier and darker. I don't think I like it. But let's see. Let's rotate it. You can rotate a model by rotating the z-axis, or you can just type in the rotation, the angle of the rotation, and it will just rotate itself. The UI is so much better than Lumion. I'm not liking this table. It's too dark. It doesn't go with the environment. So I will select it and delete it, and I will choose another table. Maybe this one. This one looks good. So I'll place this one here, and again in the z-axis just type 90 degree or whatever angle you want it to be, and then you can also use the gimbals to move the object easily. If you place the object on the floor, it will be attached to the floor. It will not hover, or it will not go under, so it will attach to the floor or the surface perfectly. I like this one. This one matches with the table. Let's see. Let's put this one. So I will select again and put it again here. There is another option that you can put objects in mass, but I will show it later. For now I'm just selecting and placing it. See how convenient it is. It took me just seconds, like 30 seconds, to place 6 chairs in their positions. Now you can move them and you can rotate them. You can type the angle in z-axis. You can rotate them 180 degrees, and I think it will be 90 degrees again. 90 degrees. I'll move it closer. Here again I'll move it further, and here you can also, another thing, you can also use the gimbal to rotate objects. Now I will put some potted plants or greenery, like potted greeneries, indoor plants. This place deserves some indoor plants. You will find an option called accessories, and under the accessories you will find potted greenery. So here are some potted greeneries. I like this one, and I will just put it on the floor here. And if you want to change the scale of the object, you can just do it by the x-axis of the size. You can reduce the size, and then I will choose another one. This thing, I think it's a monstera. I like this plant, and I will put it here, or maybe here. Now I will put more plants here, smaller plants, smaller indoor plants. This one is also a bit large. I will reduce the size by dragging the x-axis of the size, and then I will put this one again. I will reduce the size by dragging the x-axis. You can do it in a calculative way. You can do it methodically, but as it is a tutorial, I don't have much time, so I'm just doing it like I'm doing it according to the aesthetic, or according to the scene, that how it looks. Here another one. and I think I will put another one here. So yeah, I'll put it here, and again I'll reduce the size and make it smaller. And let's see, there are so many, as you can see, and they are very high qualities. You cannot see it in the preview, or if you render, then you will see the quality of the greeneries or the indoor plants are so good. If you render the scene, then you will see it. It's very realistic. As I don't have the highest graphics card, I don't have RTX, so the previews are a little choppy, but the render will come good. You'll see. Now I'll go to model and then nature, and I will try to find some dead trees or chopped trees for the fireplace. And there are some, as you can see, some dead tree branches or chopped trees here. So I will pick some and put them into the fireplace, because I want to make a fire there. I want to show that it's an active fireplace. So this one looks good. I'll put this here inside the fireplace. I'll put it here and then I'll move it later. I will just fast forward this moment. As you can see, I'm just putting some dead branches here to make it look like a fireplace, or make it look like there are some dead branches stuck together. So I will fast forward from here. And now I'm just putting some extra dead branches here, the side storage area. I'll also fast forward this one. So now it's done. It looks okay. And now I forgot to put some potted greenery on the right side of the model. I think I will put some extra greeneries here, potted greeneries. Oh, this one is too big, but I like the model. I will just decrease the size. I'll decrease the size. And this one looks good. The leaves are shiny. I like it. Personally, I'm a big fan of potted greeneries, indoor plants. Now I'm just placing them. You can rotate, or you can increase or decrease the sizes. So now as you can see, I have some empty shelves here, so I have to fill these up. As you can see, there are some sunlights that there's reaching here, so I will put some indoor plants and I will put some ornaments, and on the right side I will put some books. So let's start. I will go to the potted greenery and I'll select this one and I'll put this one. And I will go to ornaments, and there are so many ornaments here. You can choose anything if you have the pro version. If you have the free version, I think you can also put like 10 or 20 ornaments that are free. So I'm just choosing random ornaments here. I'm not going for any particular theme. I don't have that time because it's a tutorial video, but yeah, it's so easy. Just pick one and then place one. So you understand this process, how it works. I will fast forward from here, as it will be boring if I show how I placed all the ornaments. So I'll fast forward from here. So for books, there's another option called books. There's a different option called books, and you can choose any book and you can put in the shelf. Here I'm placing the book, it's facing the wrong way, so I'm just rotating it here, and I will put I'll put more books here, and I will fast forward this process again. For wall decoration, there is another option called wall decorations. Here you will find many objects, many models of wall decoration, like paintings or reliefs. I will choose some paintings here, and I will put them behind these indoor plants. But the painting is also again facing the wrong way. I will just change the rotation into 180 and it will face the right way. So again, there's another painting that I like. I will put it here. This one is a little bigger. Maybe I have to size it down. I don't want the painting this big here. At first I will change the rotation, and I'll decrease this. Oh, that's too much. I'll decrease the size like 60. No, I'll make it like 20. Yeah, that looks good. Again, another painting. So here are my wall decorations. So I will put this decoration here. Now I will put some dining objects onto the table. Here you can find I'll first add some lamps. I would like to add some candles. I like candles. You can also search here for any kind of model or material. So I will search just candle. And here there are 5 models of candles. I will choose this one, and maybe the first one, and the third one. So I will choose the third one for the dining table. I think it looks good with the dining table, and I will choose the first one for the coffee table in front of the couch or sofa. For floor lamps, there are many varieties of floor lamps here in the model section. I want something that goes with the wooden theme. This one looks good. I think this is made out of cane or bamboo. It's made out of bamboo. So it goes with our theme, the wooden floor. It looks good here. So I'll put it here, the floor lamp. And then for the I will put a chair on the right side of the sofa. This space looks empty, and I think a chair will look good here. So here a chair, and I will change the rotation, the orientation. I will change it by dragging the little rotation thingy, the white rotation thingy, and there's a chair. And you can also select two objects at the same time and move them together. You have to press Ctrl for that. So now I will put a magazine or something like that on the coffee table. Stack of books. This looks okay. So here, this is way bigger, but we can just decrease the size. There's nothing wrong with that. And I will place some kind of one or two ornaments, maybe one here. Which one we should? This one looks good. Modern vase. Oh, it's too big. No. This doesn't look good. Maybe a flower vase. This one. This one is too big also, but I think this one goes with our white marble top. Yeah, looks good. Then this chair looks empty. Maybe I'll put a pet here, maybe a cat sleeping. Let's see if I can find a cat sleeping in a model section. Yeah, there it is. Cat sleeping. So I'll put an adorable cat here. A sleeping cat. Just chilling there, touching the sunlight. Yeah. So yeah, this is how you look at the model right now. It's how it was and how fast I have filled it up with objects and models. Just it's really handy. This software is really handy. For the outside deck, I will choose some chairs or some kind of seating, and for the glass doors I will choose curtain. So here you can choose curtain which simulates the wind, as you can see. I think this is a like a really good thing for animation. If you want to do animation or video, the air simulation on the curtains is a very good idea and very handy. It looks very realistic. But here we have a problem that is, yeah, I will just rotate it on 80 degree. So now the wind is coming into the room, into the interior. But another thing, the funny thing is the door is not even open. So how can we open the door? At first, let's fix the size of the curtain and the position of the curtain. Okay, you can add as many curtains as you want, but for this tutorial I will add maybe one or two curtains. For example, also you can use some curtains which simulates opening and closing. You can use them too, but for this particular scenario I'm using curtains that simulates wind coming into the interior. This one looks good. So here is two curtains, and I don't know which one looks better. Again, the preview quality is not good because of my graphics card is not it's not the highest tier. So, and you can see on the left side you can find all the models that you have put into a layer. You can just select a layer and then you can resize it, reposition it, and it's just so convenient. So here curtain number 1 that we did put at the first, I'm trying to match both of them. Oh, somehow it doesn't look that good. I think I'll get rid of this one. Yeah, one curtain is all right for the tutorial. It's all right for the tutorial. So how do I open this door? So here's the trick. In the 3ds Max model, you can change the model. You can move the door. You can open the door, the glass door here by sliding it. And now, as it is already synced, you will press this button. It will sync the model with the T5 render, and you will see the results shortly. It's loading, and you will see that the door here you can see the door has opened. As we changed the model in the 3ds Max, the change also happened here. So now it makes more sense that the curtain is blowing by the wind. It makes more sense. The door is open. So that's how you can do it. That's the way you can do it. So now I will put some maybe a chair here, outdoor chair. Again, there are so many chairs. You can see the number of chairs they have in their it's like fascinating, and they're adding more and more. Like, I think with each update they're adding more and more models, more and more materials. It's all cloud based. You don't have to just download a pack or anything. It will just be there for you to download. So now I will put some dining materials or dining objects on the dining table. Kitchen objects, food and beverages. So here you can see there are so many foods and drinks you can put. If you are modeling a kitchen or something like that, or a dining table or a scene of a kitchen interior area, you have so many models to put. So I'm choosing this modern drink. It's called modern drinks. Then what can I want to put some coffee or tea there, or some kind of kettle. Let's put some plates, of course. It's an essential part of the dining table. And then let's put some glasses for drinks, some wine glasses. I think there are some champagne glasses also, many kind of glasses, but I will put wine glasses here. Then I'll put some spoons, some teacups, a kettle, ceramic kettle. Believe me guys, in render these materials look so better, so high quality. Like, you will be amazed how it looks in render. This preview is choppy. I apologize for that. is because my graphics card cannot handle the preview, but in the final render form you will see how good it looks. You have already seen the renders, the animations. It looks so good. So now I will choose the fly navigation system. So I want to put some greenery, some trees or plants here, so it is easier to navigate. So let's go to at first let's go to material and put some grass material here. Where's grass? I think it's in the nature, or ground. Okay, where it is, wood, outdoors. Okay, let's here in ground, outdoor and ground. Then you can see there are so many types of ground, so many types of grasses. Here I have a criticism that maybe they can add 3D grasses. I think they will add 3D grasses at some point, but for this version the 3D grasses are not available. As I don't know, but I didn't find it. There might be, but as it is an interior scene, it's not important to have 3D grasses or something. But it would be great if they add 3D grasses. I think they will add in the next update. So here the grasses are here. Now I will put plants. I will show how to put plants. Go to assets and then go to model and go to nature, and here you can see there are so many types of trees. Broadleaf, flowering trees. I will choose broadleaf. You can just choose, pick and choose and place the trees here. But there are other systems that I will show you. But for now I will show you that you can just choose any kind of plant and just you can place anywhere. So I'm placing some plants here. So there's option number 1. Then option number 2, go to this leaf icon here, and then you can choose brush, scatter or path. So brush is literally a brush. At first you have to select the number of plants you want to put. Then you will see it in the selection area that which plants that you selected. So I'm selecting here at least five plants, and now you can just draw the plantation like you draw something with a brush. See, this is life changing. Like, I think this is so much better than the Lumion. This is so easy to make like a forest environment or that kind of environment. It's so handy. So here I'm just stroking, it's like stroking a brush. Then you can also choose the path. It's like the Lumion path system. You can choose and you can draw a path, and the path will be filled with plants or trees. And here you can unlike Lumion, you can just carve the path. You can make a circular path. It's really advanced. So done. Now you can increase the number of items, the number of plants. You can vary the directions. You can choose random directions. You can choose random spacings. So it's really easy. And then you can unselect plants if you don't want them. Then again I'm choosing the brush. I think this is my the favorite option out of all of them, the brush. Now I will fast forward. I will put some vegetations around the interior scene, because if I look, outside from the inside. I don't want to see empty sky. I want to see some vegetation in distance and those kind of things. Also, I want to create an environment, an outdoor indoor environment. So I have to put many vegetations. So I will fast forward this option. And let's see how to render this image, how to render it. So click on the camera icon, and here you can choose the aspect ratio and the resolution or the preset size, and you can choose the depth of the field and choose the FB. It will automatically fix the vertical tilt, the FB option. Make sure it's on. And I also did deselect the auto exposure because it was exposing the image too much. I will select the aspect ratio 16:9 as it is the aspect ratio of YouTube videos. Make sure you check the channels icon here if you want to do a post-production in Photoshop or any other softwares. You need these channels, so make sure you check the channels icon. And then I will increase the resolution here. Make sure that the resolutions are linked 16:9 and then choose your resolution. I will choose a high resolution like around 4K. And exposure, I will control the exposure manually. If I put on auto exposure, it is exposing some areas too bright. I don't really like that, so I'm controlling the exposure. Then contrast, I can control the contrast. If you want your image too much contrast, you can do that, or if you don't want any contrast, you can also do that. You can also adjust the white balance. I did adjust the white balance to a bluer side. You can add lens flare, and there are so many options that you can use that you have in a camera. So now I'm updating the scene one. So if I do something, I can undo this. And I will add some fog, 1.22% fog, and I will check the volume light option. It looks cool, but I think this is too much. But no, this I will increase the wind. No, the volume light isn't too much. It was just showing for the preview, but it's also you can choose the precipitation to rain and snow. I will show it later, not for this render. At first, let's render this image. Let's render this image. Just make sure that you have you updated the scene and place render, and you can save the file anywhere in your computer. So it will be saved in a PNG format. You can also choose what format you want to save the file, but PNG is good. So it will take some time to render, but definitely less time than Lumion. Much less time than Lumion. Remember, this is in 4K resolution, in 16:9 ratio, around 4K resolution, and this is taking less time than Lumion or any other software. So let's see the results. Let's open folder. Click on open folder, and here you can see the image. Look how sharp it looks. It's not perfect in any ways, but it looks sharp, and look how clean it is. There's no noise. There is zero noise in this render, and all the objects are looking sharp and very nice. I think is the AO channel, then the material select channel, reflection channel, and the gamma channel. So if you are familiar with post processing in Photoshop, if you're familiar with channels, make sure that the channel option is ticked, so that you can have all the channels for post production. Now let's optimize this scene a little bit. For optimization, I will add the fire particle. You can use very good fire and smoke particles. So I will for this I will change the display resolution to medium, because I think my graphics card will explode if I want to add particles, because the particles are very high quality and very good. So here are the particles: fire, smoke, then rain, water droplets, whatever you like. So I will choose this fire and put it in the fireplace. As you can see, it's burning the whole place down. So I have to resize it. I have to decrease the size here. As you can see, you can decrease the size. I'll put the size 2 here. Yeah, or 1. 2 is too much. And then I will choose another fire simulation, because fire is not like it's not homogeneous or something. So you can choose different kind of fire simulations if you want. You can increase and decrease the size. As you can see, the I did turn on the lens flare option, so it is showing. Then the another very interesting thing is that you can add candle lights, and I liked this option a lot. So I have candles here, and there are some candle fire simulation here. Just put it on tip of the candle and decrease the size here. Voila, just candle. Looks nice. So realistic. This is only the preview, and is the medium quality preview. Imagine how it will look in the final render. Let's go to the dining area, and on the dining table we have another candle. So we'll put the same thing on the candles here. Decrease the size again here. Decrease the size. So our candle and fireplace fire is done. So now I think we can move on to other things. Yeah, there are some smoke, snow. I want to add snow. I want to make this scene a snowy scene, a snowy environment. So there at first I have to do is go to environment, and here there is option called snow. This option is only available for pro version. It's not available for the free version. And you just put the snow in, and don't put it like me in indoor. If you put it indoor, just move it to the outdoor area. So I'm moving it to the outdoor area, and I can increase the quantity of the snow, the velocity of the snowing, and the particle size. I can increase all of them, and I also can increase the range. So yeah, it's snowing outside. Just the particles. I haven't gone to the environment simulation yet. I'm just adding the snow particles, only the particles right now. I will change the environment simulation later. Here the snow particles, I'm moving it away from indoor, and here there. Again, I'm increasing the quantity, and that's all. Now let's go to camera view again. Let's go to the scene that we saved earlier, and in the display option I will choose the preview quality high, because I need to see that snow that I have added. I need to see it clearly. So now the important thing, the simulation. Turn on the precipitation and go all the way to the snow and look at outside. It's just snowing. The ground is covered in snow, the trees are covered in snow. So the simulation is turned on, and it's a snowy area. I will change the direction of the sun a little bit, and also I will decrease the resolution a little bit. I don't want that more than 4K resolution. So here it is. So I will keep updating the scene to save the changes, and I will increase the strength of the wind. Here you can see I will increase the strength of the snowing, and I will increase the ponding. I'm going maximum snowing. So here you can see in the preview it's very difficult to see because my PC is not very good. I'm changing the white balance. I'm adjusting the white balance according to the as it is a snowy area. I'm changing the white balance towards the blue hue. I'm adding more lens flare. I'm adding a little bit of bloom. Saturation, I will add a little bit of saturation, and then I will press render. So as I decrease the resolution, it will render faster. The resolution is not like 4K or 6K, but still it's very high. Let's open folder and see how it looks. See, all the things are there. The lens flare, the snow, everything is there. The fire, all of them are there. So that's how you render a scene in D5 render. So that's how you render a still image in D5 render. Now I will show you guys how to do animation and how to use render queue in D5 render. So to do animation, select the video icon on the top right corner, and again I am going to the default scene that I have set earlier, and now I will add some cameras for the animation. It's like Lumion. It's exactly like Lumion, but I think it's easier. I'm zooming in a little bit, and this will be the first camera. So the camera 1, I will update it here, the update button. Then I will pan the camera to the right side. Then I will add camera 2 and more on the right, and camera 3. So the interesting and the amazing thing is you can change the timing of the camera, how fast the camera is moving. You cannot do that in Lumion. As far as I know, I may be wrong, but here you can change the timing between each camera. So here you can see that the time difference between camera 1 and camera 2 is 5 seconds, and camera 2 and camera 3 is 3.6 seconds. So you can do that. So let's see how it looks in render. I will open a new folder for the videos and save. It will take some time to render. It's not it will take some time to render animation, as you know. And the default frame rate is 30 frames per second. You can change this to 60 or you can change this to 25. I'll show you that option. So this was the animation. So here I have prepared another another animation sequence. Here I have another animation sequence. There are two cameras here, and to use the render queue, I will at first I will fix this fire. This fire is getting forward for some reason. I will fix the fire. Looks nice. So I will update it, and so I will add this animation sequence to render queue here, and it will give me a little check mark. So here, as you can see, I have already added 3 render sequences to the queue. Now I'm selecting them all and clicking render. They will be rendering in the background. You can do other things in the time. So after a while it will show the message that rendering is finished. Now you can open the folder location and let's see how the animations turned out. See the simulation of the curtain is really good. Then let's see another one. I think it's a little overexposed. I see the lens flare and so many things at work. And this one, the first one that we zoomed in into the cat. So it looks good. So you can take your time and improve, and you can improve on this. This is a tutorial. I didn't have much time to do all the things perfectly, but I hope that you guys got a basic idea about how to use D5 render. I recommend this renderer over Lumion 1,000 times. It's so much better. It's cheaper and faster. You can download this software from the link down below. I will give you the link to download. And if you guys use it, or if you have used it before, give me a feedback in the comment box below. So I will see you guys later in the next video. I think in the next video I will show how to make animation in V-Ray. I have all the materials done for that video. Stay tuned. Goodbye.